So an Orokin Ceremonial pistol was corrupted by the Void and turned into one of the most powerful explosive sidearms in Warframe right now. This was basically a confetti gun that fired pigment into the air during celebrations. Now it rains body parts and evolves into a little bit of a beastie. Radiation based, splash damage, fast fire rate, buff the damage that constantly refreshes itself. It is really that good. So the Laetum is the very first incarnate weapon you will be able to purchase and build off Cavallero at rank 0 with the Hold Fast faction. Its incarnate meter is filled up by landing headshots just like the Fenmore, and once you activate the incarnate mode with your alt fire, it turns into a radiation spewing explosive hand cannon whose projectiles have a sizable splash damage to them, which you can then increase even further with certain mods. But it's the fully evolved Laetum that is of course the standout damage dealer here. The basic mode is pretty much just okay, and in order to fully evolve it, you will have to complete the 5 evolution challenges given to you by Cavallero, and then return to him each time you complete one to activate the next challenge. These are the 5 challenges. Evolution 1 will require you to kill 100 enemies. Evolution 2, kill 8 Xmas units with the incarnate transmutation active on the Laetum at the time. Evolution 3 is land 8 headshots on Void Angels. Evolution 4, close 12 Void Ruptures in a Void Flood mission. Evolution 5 is complete a solo mission with an incarnate weapon equipped in each of your weapon slots. So each challenge will unlock a very new evolution for your Laetum, and these are the 5 evolutions and which nodes I have decided to go for on this weapon. Now, very much like the Fenmore, the Laetum has 5 different evolutions that you're going to need to progress through as you get those challenges completed. The first evolution, of course, is going to allow you to fill up that incarnate meter with headshots, which will allow you to switch it through to its incarnate mode, the evolved state. The next node down allows you to choose between either negative weapon recoil, increased fire rate, or plus 50% movement speed when aiming. Of course, I chose fire rate. The next node down allows you to choose between either 30% reload speed for 12 seconds on a headshot, and this will stack up to 3 times, giving you 90% reload speed, which is what I have chosen. Then you can choose either 30% magazine reloaded when the weapon is holstered, or gain 60% ammo efficiency while aim gliding and sliding. Like I said, I chose the reload speed. Next node down will give you the option of either plus 50% headshot damage. Headshots will build 50% more incarnate meter once you land them, so of course you're going to get that evolution much faster if you keep landing consistent headshots. Or you can get plus 20% status chance, negative 10% crit chance. Now that negative 10% crit chance, much like the Fenmore as well, can bounce off one of the final nodes that you can pick with that final evolution, which brings us to that final evolution. So that node is the Devouring Attrition, 50% chance to deal plus 2000% damage on non-critical hits. Like I said, the last node, this one here, negative crit chance, will of course allow you to activate this more often. However, you can also choose plus 40% ammo efficiency for 6 seconds on a headshot, or you could have Overwhelming Attrition, which is on hit that is neither critical nor applies a status effect, will give you plus 400% damage for 20 seconds, and it will stack up to 3 times. Now, I know this sounds crazy, right? Neither critical nor status effect. You need those to be active for this to activate itself. This kicks off a lot. This procs a lot. In fact, those 20 seconds will constantly be refreshing, which will mean you have a 1200% bonus damage for this weapon in its evolution, which turns it into an absolute monster. So that's the 5 different evolution nodes that I've picked from my Laetum. Now you can build this any way you want to fit your own playstyle. If you don't like any of these nodes, then go for it, switch them around. I would recommend the headshot build for 50% increased incarnate transmutation, because it allows you to get that evolved status much faster, and of course the weapon is much more powerful once it is evolved. And of course that Overwhelming Attrition allows you to have that 1200% bonus damage for 20 seconds, and that buff will keep rolling over and keep refreshing, which means you're going to throw out some insane damage. But you build it however you want to. That's the joy of these weapons. Now, in terms of damage types, the base damage type of this weapon is slash damage. However, once you switch it into the incarnate mode, the actual projectiles will deal impact damage, but the radial splash will deal radiation damage. It has got a decent crit chance of 22% and a 2 times multiplier. However, you're not going to be modding it for crit because you want to get the active final node of that evolution, so you don't need critical hits. If anything, you're going to be modding against it. which in terms of modding, my Laetum, I went ahead and I put 6 Forma on it and modded it for Galvanized Diffusion and Shot for their bonuses, Primed Expel mod of choice depending on what faction you're going to go up against, Viral and Heat on top of that of the base radiations you're going to be getting from that splash damage, Steady Hands for less recoil since it has got noticeable recoil, and Primed Fulmination for a much larger blast radius on those incarnate shots, that radiation damage. But that mod's a personal choice. If you don't want to mod for it, mod for something else. Maybe another element of choice or fire rate or damage, entirely up to you. Secondary Deadhead is my arcane of choice since it will buff my damage by a lot with headshot kills, which is exactly what you're going to want to be focusing on with this weapon anyway. But Secondary Merciless would also work if you wanted to stick with it. Again, like I said in the last video, I'm not someone who hits level cap 9000 with endless missions because after 8 years, 9 years, that would just burn me completely out way too quickly. So I'm just enjoying being super casual at the minute. So this will blow through Steel Path with ease and then some if you wanted to build it this way. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of the Laetum. Have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching.